Yeah, but it's like people selling that self. Like even the picture where everybody was in the room. That shit look like some devil shit.
I don't take anything as a personal. I take it as I am professional.
Right.
I don't need to like you to talk with you.
He feel like he got the power because he got the cash.
Vaughn, unlike many elite boxers, Davis does not have a cordial relationship with Turki Alalshikh, despite being one of the greatest names in the sport today. Alalshikh, the man behind the high-profile boxing events of the Riyadh season, has hosted some of the biggest fights in recent years, such as the recent Artur BBB vs Dimitri Bivol 2 event, which was widely considered to have one of the best fight cards in recent history. Prior to the event, many fighters took pictures with Alalshikh, but Davis declined. He has since made the audacious claim that fighters are selling their souls by associating with the Saudi boxing scene. Davis voiced concerns about the way fights are conducted in Saudi Arabia, saying that several fighters have told him that things feel different there. He specifically brought up a worrying instance in which a Saudi official looked over the scorecards, suggesting that the judging process may not be transparent. Davis didn't hold back when he said, "Every time I say something, it's like I'm hating because I'm going against the grain." Yes, people are selling themselves that photo of everyone in the room posing with Turki Alalshikh, who looked like the devil, ___. Doesn't it seem like they sold their souls, demon, ___? His remarks imply that he thinks fighters who support Alalshikh are betraying their morals in order to make money, whereas many fighters have taken advantage of the chances in Saudi Arabia. Davis is still dubious, wondering if the sport's integrity is in jeopardy, since his remarks have generated discussion, with some people supporting his position. Others, however, interpret it as a failure to change with the boxing industry.
It's like I'm hating because I'm going against the grain. I mean, not even going against the grain. I'm living that.
So to that point, do you feel like a responsibility to the sport in America? I know you think about retirement, but it's like things are going rough in the States. Everything's going over there.
Yeah, but it's like people selling that self. Like even the picture where everybody was in the room. That shit look like some devil shit. Facts though.
Some cult,
like that shit like some devil shit. Like they sold that. But that was crazy.
Isn't that more the reason why you can't walk away like the game?
Yeah, like
when Jay-Z said can't leave rap alone, the game needs me.
Yeah. That is a good way.
Using his financial clout to attract the best names in boxing to Saudi Arabia, Turki Alalshikh has swiftly emerged as one of the sport's most influential characters. These athletes were originally trained in Las Vegas. Saudi Arabia has become the new hotspot for high-profile boxing bouts, with seemingly limitless resources, luring New York or London to Riyadh with huge payouts. Not everyone agrees with this change, though. Some, like Gervonta Davis, see it as a power move rather than a sincere interest in the sport. Davis feels that AL's influence is motivated more by money than by a thorough knowledge of the fighters themselves. Alalshikh has managed to host some of the most stacked cards in recent memory, offering fighters deals they just can't refuse. Turki believes he has the authority because he has the money. In addition to pointing out that Alalshikh doesn't personally know the fighters he's bringing over, Davis implied that financial power alone is determining the sport's future, and that he shouldn't be the one to pass judgment.
Like he wants a model like the UFC. Would you participate in something like that? Okay. Or do you like how boxing is now?
Yeah. I'm telling you, I need my two Ferraris. But I mean, I think I don't know. I feel as though he's somebody that he feel like he got the power because he got the cash.
Many fighters have accepted Saudi Arabia's proposals because they see it as a chance to earn enormous salaries. But there is continuous discussion over whether this change will benefit boxing in the long run. While Alalshikh's influence continues to grow, Some critics contend that fighters are pursuing short-term financial gains at the expense of legacy and tradition. Others are concerned about the possible impact on fight negotiations as promoters and fighters prioritize deals backed by Saudi Arabia over the best matchups. Davis and other fighters are still dubious, wondering if true competition or just the competition for the highest salary is shaping the sport.
So it's like, let me everybody else type shit. Like, let me take it. But he's, I mean, I don't know. You can't. I don't know. It's somewhat good, I would say, for the sport. But I don't know. So you want to kick everybody out? It's like all the promoters. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, see, it's somebody that want to come in and bogart everything that don't know really too much about it.
Similar to the NBA or NFL, Turki Alalshikh is attempting to establish a boxing league where all promotions work together under a same framework. But tank money alone won't be enough to bring boxing together under one banner, according to Davis, who doesn't think it will ever happen because he believes it is too different from other sports and that each promoter and fighter has their own interests. He also noted that while Alalshikh may have financial clout, he isn't personally familiar with the fighters or the background of boxing's organization. According to Davis, one person cannot just take over the sport by investing money in it. Davis is still doubtful that a single boxing league will ever exist because boxing has always been based on various promoters and fighters making their own moves. And he doesn't see that changing anytime soon as long as Saudi Arabia continues to draw major matches.
How was your first Ramadan experience?
I normally don't eat straight. Normally don't eat like in the morning anyway. Like it's hard for me because I'm a night guy. So I'll go to sleep. I'll go to
Gervonta, what do you think about the?
Okay.
Gervonta, what do you think about possibly the Turkey's trying to make a boxing league? You know how we have the NBA, NFL. He's trying to build a boxing league. What do you think about that? What do you think about the Turkey, His Excellency in Saudi, who's trying to make a boxing league overall? Just trying to make it just all the companies come together, all promotions as just one. What do you think about that? You think it's a possibility?
That would never happen because everybody don't agree.
You don't think it'll happen?
On the same page. Everybody not on the same page. That would have been happening.
Tank, while many elite fighters are traveling to Riyadh for enormous payouts, Davis has made it obvious that he is not interested in fighting in Saudi Arabia, at least not at this time. In the meantime, Davis sees himself as a proven draw who doesn't need to pursue overseas deals. If Turkey wanted me to fight over there in Saudi, he should just send me something first. Davis believes there's a reason for this. He said that many fighters are traveling to Saudi Arabia because they can't sell fights in the US. I think that fighters who are taking these deals are doing so because they struggle to generate big pay-per-view numbers or sell out arenas back home unlike them, Davis stated, hinting that he hasn't received a serious offer. While Saudi Arabia has emerged as a significant boxing powerhouse, Davis believes he is one of the few real superstars in boxing who can sell fights anywhere, especially in the US, where he has headlined sold-out events in huge arenas. Davis knows his worth and doesn't feel the need to leave the market where he now thrives, so he isn't in a rush to follow the trend. However, he hasn't ruled anything out entirely in case the appropriate offer comes up.
The dude Turki Alalshikh, he said, yo, Tank, come over here. You was like, yo, you need to send 2 Ferraris before I even...
Yeah.
Are you interested in that? Because I just see him making moves.
You know why I said that? Because he was already talking like he was back in Devin. Like, Devin is my guy. Like, all right, cool. Y'all want me to fight over there? Send me something first.
Yeah.
Send me something first.
Right.
I don't got to fight. You know why fighters going over there? Because they can't sell here. I can sell here. So I ain't got to go over there.
Right.
What they making over there, I'm making here.
Right.
In his Twitter response, Tank Davis acknowledged previous negotiation frustrations and joked that if they want him, they must send him something like 2 Ferraris. Turki Alalshikh, the driving force behind Saudi Arabia's major boxing events, has openly expressed interest in bringing Davis to the country for a possible fight against Devin Haney. In particular, Davis was open to talking about a fight with Conor Benn through promoter Eddie Hearn, but he reportedly told Hearn not to bring up Haney in negotiations. This has only fueled rumors that Davis is avoiding certain matchups. Davis has been under fire for not committing to a fight with Haney, with some accusing him of being picky about his opponents. I overheard Davis say, "Send me 2 Ferraris." I told him, "We'll send you 2 gloves if you want. That's all." Alec didn't seem amused by Davis's Ferrari remark and responded sharply, making it apparent that he wasn't amused by the request and didn't intend to provide lavish incentives. In the meantime, Alalshikh is still focused on securing big fights for Saudi Arabia and has invited both Davis and Haney to a future event. He called on Davis's advisor Al Heyman and said, "Let's work together, brother," while Haney seems willing to fight in Saudi Arabia. Davis later clarified that his comment was made in a fair manner and emphasized that he doesn't rely on handouts. Since Davis hasn't expressed any real interest, it's unclear if Al-Shikh's efforts will be sufficient to introduce Tank to the expanding Saudi boxing scene. Interview: "Send me 2 Ferraris to play in Saudi Arabia," David remarked to me. "If you want to play in Saudi Arabia, we will send you 2 gloves," I told him. "That's all, Tank." In response to a now viral image of a turkey, Davis didn't hold back. With Alex standing at the front of a queue of elite fighters, the photo intended to showcase boxing's biggest stars under Alal influence had an unsettling effect on Davis. He pointed out that most of the fighters had blank, emotionless expressions, and that the entire scene felt unnatural to him. Davis even went so far as to call it some devilish Illuminati secret society stuff. The way the fighters were lined up, smiling only and staring straight ahead, gave Davis the impression that they had so this picture only strengthened Davis's skepticism about Saudi Arabia's expanding influence over boxing. Others saw Alec as the biggest financial supporter in sports, but Davis sees something else that bothers him. His remarks make it apparent that he does not wish to be involved at this time.